is well known around the world owing to its historical background, diverse cultures and interesting traditions. Its ancient scriptures and texts have been the way of life of its people for thousands of years. Today, the country is taking huge strides in the field of science and technology, paving a way towards a progressive India. So friends, I'm your host Karim Zimik, and today in the episode of My India, we will take a look at some of the stories that very well showcase the unique culture and prosperity of our country, stretching from Himalayas to Kanyakumari. Enriched with enamoring folk songs and dances, visual arts and music, Goa's culture is a beautiful harmonization of East and West, and its citizens have taken the best of both worlds. To celebrate this amazing fusion of two cultures, Goans host a number of festivals throughout the year. The annual Goa Carnival that recently took place in different cities of the state is among these festivities that are famous for their vibrant energy and colorful processions. Take a look.
Decorated with vibrant colors and floats, the streets of Panaji recently became the hot spot for Goans to get soaked in the fun and festivity at the 4-day-long carnival. Started in 1962, the festival traces its roots back to the Portuguese rulers of the place who initiated it in the 18th century. The festival, following its age-old tradition, starts from Panji, where a character named King Momo arrives and instructs everyone to begin the celebrations that include singing, dancing, feasting, and various types of merrymaking. The festival that was earlier solely celebrated by the locals today attracts people from across the globe who visit Goa to be a part of the colorful carnival celebrations.
We are really enjoying, and this is the first time that I'm here, and I would say it's really awesome. I'm really love to be here.
No, it's not only the first time, it's already the third time. Very great, changed a lot, but now it's better than 3 years ago. Very good.
The float parade, held as part of the cultural extravaganza, is a major draw of the carnival. The parade consists of a number of acrobats, brass bands, clowns, dancers, fire eaters and jesters, who all can be seen performing in some of the major cities of Goa, providing tourists with a wonderful opportunity to get equipped with the joyous nature of the state, besides getting to know a lot about Portuguese heritage.
It's a tradition, what happens in Goa, and the local people, the behavior of local people, the welcoming Goans. What are the welcoming Goans to the whole world?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been such a great experience. You feel very welcomed. It's a great party vibe and very colourful. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Known for spreading happiness all around, the carnival is like a grand party before the beginning of Lent, which is a 40-day fasting period for Christians before Easter, and at that time they do not indulge in any kind of celebrations.
A countless number of accounts and anecdotes depicting true picture of a harmonized Indian society can be accessed through history books and media. However, there are few remarkable and recurring tales of oneness and brotherhood that have earned a reputation of being recited time and again. One such example is the celebration of Indian festivals that witnessed an equally enthusiastic participation from people of all faiths. Recently, the Hindu festival of Mahashivratri experienced an added fervor in the state of Uttar Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir, when Muslims ensured a smooth conduct and observation of Hindu festival.
Muslims in Aligarh town of Uttar Pradesh have for long remained the crusaders of tranquility and harmony in the town, for they have been instrumental in the successful celebrations of all the festivals, cutting across religious lines. They not only participate in the festivals but also been assisting their fellow brethren in smooth and successful conduct of religious events. Amanullah Khan and his team sets up a relief and refreshment camp every year to help pilgrims, specifically the Hindu Lord Shiva devotees or Kamadiyas during the festival of Mahashivratri, providing them fruits and light snacks in their mile-long holy journey.
ये कई 4-5 साल से लगा रहा हूँ मैं ये कैंप और क्या नाम है कांवरियों की सेवा करना शिवरात्रि के अवसर में मैं सभी लोगों को हिंदू मुस्लिम सभी भाइयों को इसकी शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ और ये बड़े भोले जी की वजह है जो उन्होंने मुझे ये खिदमत का मौका दिया है और उनकी सेवा करने का और मैं ये सेवा कर रहा हूँ.
They not only distribute refreshments but also provide first aid medicines that come handy to Shiva devotees who travel miles barefoot. The number of such enthusiasts is only rising every year. Mantasha, a young enthusiast treading the path of harmony, believes that the religion can never be a fundament to any kind of differences cropping up in society. She says that there is only one deity who is protecting and taking care of all. It's just his different names that render people a different identity.
मुझे ऐसा लगा कि सब एक भाई बहन है, कोई अलग नहीं है. अल्लाह है, भगवान सब एक ही है, कोई अलग नहीं है. अल्लाह भी वही है और भगवान भी वही है. अब लोग सोचते हैं कि अल्लाह अलग है, भगवान अलग है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. अल्लाह भगवान सब एक ही है. ऊपर वाला है, सब ऊपर ही तो है जो कुछ है.
Meanwhile, in other parts of the country, more pictures of one community joining hands with another to celebrate the festival of Shivratri corroborated the prevailing narrative of Indian communal harmony. Muslims in the Doda town of Jammu and Kashmir distributed sweets and exchanged pleasantries with their Hindu brethren. They also prepared holy sacrament or prasad distributed among devotees after prayers.
जो हिंदू घर में पैदा हुआ उसकी इच्छा नहीं थी कि मैं उस घर में पैदा होता. जो मुस्लिम समाज में पैदा हुआ उसकी अपनी कोई इच्छा नहीं थी कि मैं इस घर में पैदा होता. ये मालिक की मर्जी है. उस अल्लाह ने, उस ईश्वर ने, उस वाहिगुरु ने, आप कोई भी नाम दे दो, सारे नाम उसी के हैं. अब ये भाषाओं का अंतर है. इस भाषाओं के अंतर की वजह से हम आपस में थोड़ी सी जो मनमुटाव है, जो नफ़रतें हो गई हैं, इसको वापस जोड़ने के लिए हम एक दूसरे के करीब आने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. आपस में एक दूसरे से आदान प्रदान होगा, बातचीत होगी तो बहुत सी चीज़ें आपस में दुरुस्त हो जाएंगी.
Elderly who have inhabited the place for decades speak volumes of the comradeship they have witnessed in decades. Sands of time, they say, have not been able to dampen the brotherhood spirit of the town. Dhrup Singh, who has witnessed the place's technological evolution from close quarters, says one cannot distinguish between Eid and Holi, Hindu and Muslim, unless he personally asks the revealer.
यहाँ पर जो भाईचारा है ना, ये महाराजा गुलाब सिंह, महाराजा हरि सिंह, महाराजा प्रताप सिंह के वक्त का इस स्टेट में एकता चलती है. इसको कोई दुनिया की ताकत अलग नहीं कर सकती. हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई जो है वो एक कौम है और एक ही नूर सब जग को चलाने वाला है.
India, a vast country with a population surpassing 130 crore, comprised countless tales espousing communal harmony. Such stories bring along a message that not only resonates across the forum but also sets the tone of harmony for the generations to follow.
Now, a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
The Kumbh Mela, the world's largest religious congregation, recently concluded with devotees celebrating the marriage of Hindu god of destruction, Lord Shiva, in the Prayagraj city of Uttar Pradesh. Thousands of Hindus took holy dips and offered prayers on the auspicious occasion to pray for the well-being of their loved ones and seek salvation as they prepared to leave as the 8-week festival came to an end. Devout Hindus believe that bathing in the waters of the Ganges absolves people of sins, and bathing at the time of the Kumbh Mela or the festival of the pot brings salvation from the cycle of life and death. During the festival, millions of people, including foreign visitors, flock the festival to experience the rich culture and tradition of India.
आज कुंभ की लास्ट शाही स्नान है और शंकर जी की महाशिवरात्रि है, इसलिए हम लोग ने गंगा जी में डुबकी लगाए और शिवलिंग बनाकर शंकर जी और पार्वती जी की पूजा किए।
The festival, which is more than 2000 years old, is a meeting point for Hindu sadhus. It is traditionally held every 3 years in one of 4 cities, along with India's sacred rivers, with one of the largest in Prayagraj. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently launched a pension scheme in Ahmedabad city of Gujarat, targeting at least 100 million workers in the unorganized sector, such as drivers, maids and cobblers. In the interim budget for 2019-20, Acting Finance Minister Piyush Goyal had said the government would spend 5 billion rupees to launch what could become the world's largest pension scheme. The unorganized sector of India's economy is vast, employing an estimated 9 out of 10 workers. The new program will provide an assured monthly pension of 3,000 rupees once workers reach 60 years. Workers in the unorganized sector welcomed Modi's pension scheme.
हम इस योजना से इसलिए जुड़े हैं क्योंकि इसमें 60 साल के बाद हमें 3,000 रुपये मंथली मिलेगा और उस अवस्था में हमारी हालत भी पैसा कमाने की नहीं होती, तो इस स्कीम से हमें बहुत फ़ायदा होगा। इसलिए हम प्रधानमंत्री जी का बहुत धन्यवाद करते हैं।
India's estimated 420 million unorganized workers, including daily wage laborers, rag pickers, rickshaw drivers and maids, have few social security nets and were stung by Modi's controversial decision in 2016 to withdraw overnight most of the country's high-value banknotes from circulation. The newly opened viewing gallery at the outdoor laundry Dhobi Ghat in Mumbai was welcomed with excitement by tourists. Dhobi Ghat, the 140-year-old open-air laundromat in India's financial capital, is an iconic landmark synonymous with the city's history. Tourists visiting Mumbai make a mandatory step at the ghat where dhobis or laundrymen wash the clothes of the rich, middle class and poor in rows of concrete pens. With increase in visitors, the city's civic authorities decided to open the gallery to provide a bird's-eye view of the ghat.
It's interesting to come to. It's almost like a small village in a huge city, and it's for us. It's amazing to see that people they are born here, they live here, they work here, they basically spend much of their life here. Being, as I understand, the biggest laundromat in the world. So it's we are very impressed.
Home to more than 200 families, the Dhobi Ghat has also won a Guinness World Record for most people hand-washing clothes at a single location in 2011.
Japan has today developed several new techniques for disaster management. Its expertise in disaster preparedness and response systems at national and local levels is something that every country is interested to know. In this regard, Japanese government recently hosted a panel discussion in Singapore to discuss about the country's pioneering disaster prevention. Along with this, we also see how Yokohama is blooming with cherry blossoms, attracting tourists from across the globe. Highly meaningful panel discussion was held in Singapore to discuss about pioneering disaster prevention. The event Threat versus Technology, Building Resilient Nation and Business was hosted by Japanese government.
Natural disasters and extreme weather events will affect everyone's life in all nations, both developed and developing.
In the panel discussion, Professor Sunichi Koshimura and Mr. Riki Kitakawa were invited to conduct research and development of cutting-edge technology in Japan's industry and academia. The tsunami prediction team, Dr. Koshimura, leads at Tohoku University, is expanding its sphere of activity both domestically and overseas, and he had already delivered results through its technical contribution to assessing tsunami damage and to make relief operations.
Based on the advanced sensing networks and also the estimation and computing technology. I think that makes it possible to prevent more effectively on disaster mitigation. Breakthrough is made based on the acceleration of the computing system. What we are doing is to support enhancing the disaster resilience with using the modern computer power.
Mr. Kitagawa, who leads the venture company, has developed a water circulation technology utilizing artificial intelligence. Invited listeners were very much interested in Japan's efforts towards overcoming the disaster. A power suit that is useful for post-disaster reconstructions work and a disaster shower package that can be used in disaster areas where water facilities have got damaged. At the booth of Hokkaido that suffered due to earthquake last year, specialty cookies were distributed. This was the message from a popular site, Seeing Spot Hokkaido. This exhibition caught the maximum attention of the guests.
我々としてはその分散型の、いわゆる蓄電池とかそういった感じに近いような水のシステムみたいのを作ってるんですけども、断水した時とかですね、インフラがない地域とかに新しいインフラとして、提案していきたいっていうことをお話しさせてもらいました。これから本当にその自然も気候変動とか含めていろんな災害も世界的に増えている中で、そのノウハウっていうのを提供するっていうのは結構大事なことになるのかなと。
Disaster prevention and reconstruction technologies utilizing in Japan's innovation are contributing to the world. The panel, Threats versus Technology, provided good lesson all over the world. Next we move to Yokohama that has many famous cherry blossom spots. After cold winter, Japan is surrounded by warm spring, which is decorated by flourishing cherry blossom. Top season is prospected from March last week till second week of April. Minato Mirai Harbor is a famous place for cherry blossom. Many cherry trees lined up along the road. Tourists can enjoy cherry blossom with the background of modern buildings and blue-color scenery of sea while walking along the road. In addition, a festival that exhibits a variety of flowers such as rose and lily is held. The town is decorated not only with cherry blossom but also with colorful flowers. Uka River has 600 trees around the river. Tourists can enjoy cherry blossom, making banquet under the tree and embarking on the boat. At night, many lanterns are lit up to illuminate cherry blossom trees with many petals floating on the river. Sankai Garden is established in 1906. It is decorated by traditional Japanese buildings and garden. It holds nighttime watching event of cherry blossom. This event provides tourists fantastic atmosphere of lined up cherry blossom and Japanese traditional pagoda. Every place of Yokohama city is surrounded by cherry blossom. Holy place for Shintoism, this shrine is not an exception. Representative shrine Iseyama-kotai is also famous cherry blossom spot. It welcomes tourist guests with the gateway of Shintoism and shows beautiful scene in Japanese traditional atmosphere with dignity. Not only humans but animals too welcomes cherry blossom. In Nokeyama Animal Park, 260 cherry trees are planted. There are 600 different kinds of cherry trees in Japan. These trees in Yokohama are the typical Someyoshino cherry varieties. In Yokohama City, most of Someyoshino trees begin to bloom at the same time to create this beautiful scene. Every year, Japan Meteorological Agency declares date of bloom of cherry blossom based on Someyoshino flowers, and this news is regarded as announcement of spring season. Cherry blossom is very familiar to Japanese as a symbol of spring. It is very cheerful season after the cold winter. This emotion is shared not only by Japanese but also by several foreigners. India's communal harmony is an example for all. No matter how the situation is, Indians are bound to live with peace and brotherhood. Emboldening this fact, a rally was recently organized in Gujarat's Navsari district, where people of all faiths came together to pay tribute to the martyrs of Pulwama attack, one of the deadliest terror attacks that took place in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Take a look.
The wave of patriotism swept through the streets of Navsari as one of the city's media group organized a torch rally to pay tribute to the martyrs of Pulwama attack. People, irrespective of their caste and community, participated in the rally, fostering the sense of common identity. Children donning their military costumes marched through streets and rest of the public followed them with torch in their hands. The rally culminated with participants paying homage to the 40 martyred Central Reserve Police Force soldiers who got killed in a suicide attack in Pulwama district.
आज का कार्यक्रम नवसारी के अंदर जो हुआ उसमें पूरे हिंदुस्तान का दर्शन हुआ। इस शहीदों के लिए हिंदू, मुसलमान, सिख, ईसाई, पारसी सभी धर्म के लोग इकट्ठे हुए और पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लिए आज का कार्यक्रम मिसाल बन रहा है। यहाँ से ये तय होता है कि हम कोई भी धर्म कहे, कोई भी जाति कहे, लेकिन पहले हिंदुस्तानी है। नेशनल स्पिरिट यहाँ से जागरूक हुआ है।
As a part of the event, stage performances were also held. In one of them, a beautiful enactment was done by the children, highlighting the bravery and valor of the country's soldiers. Their performance was so commendable that it evoked the spirit of national integration among each and every viewer present at the event. People of all religions sat together and watched this power-packed performance. Moreover, as a part of the event, the family members of the two martyrs who got killed in Pulwama attack, who were also felicitated and provided with the financial support.
हिंदू धर्म, सिख, ईसाई, मुस्लिम सभी धर्मों का जो एक साथ सम्मेलन देखा तो मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई कि सभी धर्मों के मिलकर ये जो आयोजन किया और आयोजन को सफल बनाया और मेरा जो मान सम्मान किया उसका मैं बहुत खुशी हूँ कि पहली बार इतना सभी धर्मों के साथ एक साथ लोगों ने मेरा मान सम्मान किया। बहुत खुशी हूँ और देशभक्ति की भावना देखी सभी लोगों में एक साथ।
Since ages, India have lived together with peace and harmony, and events like these have contributed a lot in giving boost to this camaraderie.
Having gone through various leaps and bounds, Indian fashion industry has displayed tremendous growth over the years. A variety of fashion shows being organized in India as well as in other parts of the world. Indian fashion designers have shaped the country as a melting pot for global fashion industry. Recently, Blender's Bride Fashion Show was organized in Bangalore, which showcased a variety of innovative styles alive on ramp. Silicon Valley of India, Bangalore, witnessed the eclectic combination of contemporary designs in recently organized Blender's Bride Fashion Show. As the brand name suggests, designer Reena Dhaka presented the designs celebrating self and the confidence with its extraordinary theme, My Style, My Brides. Models walk the ram in voluminous sleeves, romance shoulders, knife pleats and simple yet contemporary black collection which turned the night magical. The collection was a dramatic representation of style that defined pride as an inner sense of achievement, of uniqueness and of individuality, and tried to bring in the feeling of expectation to turn this chaotic world peaceful.
We wanted to bring in the fact that we're doing Blenders Pride Magical Nights. So the word night, the chaos, the symbolicism is really what I try to showcase in this collection. I'm not really always doing a black collection. So for me, this is a way to show the future, which like at the current scene, there's a sense of chaos, there is a sense of gloom and doom. So I'm trying to bring in hope, magic, and fun in that same scenario, despite being in the chaos.
Bollywood actress Yami Gautam, who was a showstopper for designer Reena Dhaka, graced the ram with her style and flair and stunned the audience in silk black gown elegantly embroidered with golden booty and lace-like pattern. She sashayed down the ram, representing the authenticity and freedom of styles, delving into the idea of one's own identity through fashion choices.
I think it's very nice. Reena is, of course, she's one of the most senior designers we have in the industry, and the theme is 70s based style, which, you know, the fabric, the flow of it, and a bit of I hate using the word glamour, but yeah, I can't avoid it, I think, for her collection today. So yeah, it was quite fun. It was really nice. She's really sweet. So it was a very good experience.
The Blenders Bride fashion show ended with the celebration of different aspects of pride, honor, and oneness, which are the characteristics of today's generation. Through such innovations, Indian designers have brought in new fashion trends comprised of elegance, colorfulness, and cultural heritage, and have made their presence felt across the globe. That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at suggest.myindia@gmail.com. I'm your host, Karim Zimik, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.